They sat around the dining table, evidence of betrayal scattered like fallen leaves, and for the first time in months I felt strangely calm. 40 years of navigating life's hardest conversations had led to this moment. And tonight, my own children had crossed a line. Pause for effect. Michelle moved to my side. Her presence was steady, comforting, a reminder that not all bonds had been severed. Loyalty existed in unexpected forms. Andy, my son, hesitated, one hand reaching toward me, desperation in his eyes. "Dad, I didn't know," he stammered. "You knew," I said quietly. No anger. Just the quiet disappointment of a parent watching a bright mind make terrible choices. "You chose the easier path." Brittany, standing nearby, radiated fury. Her pregnancy had been her weapon all evening, but now, it seemed irrelevant. "This isn't over," she hissed. "You'll never see him grow up. Never know what he looks like, sounds like, dreams about. I'll make sure of it." I looked at her calm. "Brittany, you've shown everyone in this room exactly who you are. Any court will see the same thing." Luis, our lawyer, finished packing the evidence, meticulous, professional, devastating. Their team had fled, leaving Brittany to face the consequences alone. Music swells subtly, tension builds. I walked toward the restaurant entrance, Michelle beside me, feeling lighter with every step. Behind us, Andy's chair scraped as he stood fully. "Dad, can we fix this?" His voice cracked with something I hadn't heard in years, genuine remorse. I paused. This wasn't the confident young man swayed by manipulation. This was someone beginning to understand the magnitude of his choices. "Call me when you're ready to talk without her," I said. "Not forgiveness. Not reconciliation. Just possibility." Michelle squeezed my arm gently. Healing was possible, she knew, but only with honest effort. And sometimes, conditional love. Short pause. Outside, November air cut through our formal clothes. Michelle helped me into the car, her gestures natural and unforced. Behind us, the restaurant glowed warmly, unaware of the storm inside. For the first time in months, their schemes couldn't touch me. I whispered to myself, "Now I understand why your mother always said some lessons hurt the most." Martha had been right. The hardest lessons, about boundaries, self-respect, conditional love, often came wrapped in unbearable pain, until you realized they'd made you stronger. Chess games with Tom, an unexpected friend from the Arlington High English department, became part of my new routine. Quiet companionship. Steady strategy. Lessons about patience, perspective, and moving forward. Sound cue, subtle chess piece moving. I discovered a purpose beyond personal survival. Arlington Elder Care Center welcomed me into a support group for seniors who had faced family exploitation. I shared my story at the restaurant, my experience, the tactics used against me, the lessons learned. And slowly, others began to open up. Rose Martinez, 72, a retired nurse, spoke of her daughter's threats. "I'd never see my granddaughter again if I didn't co-sign her mortgage." "And how do you feel now?" I asked. "Free," she said simply. "Love doesn't come with a price tag." Every story reinforced the same truth. Authentic relationships survive boundaries. Mutual respect outweighs family approval. Love isn't manipulation, it's choice. Music swells slightly, hopeful yet reflective. Then came the call. Michelle's voice trembled with controlled excitement. "Dad, Andy called. The baby's here. Healthy. He wants you to meet him someday. Your call entirely." 4 months of support groups helping others reclaim autonomy had crystallized one truth. I could survive betrayal, and now protect the next generation. I wrote Andy a letter that day. Handwritten. Precise. Non-negotiable. 5 conditions. 1. All contact through Michelle until trust is rebuilt. 2. 3. No financial discussions. 4. 5. Brittany may not be present during visits. 6. 7. Family counseling to address manipulation patterns. 9. Full acknowledgement of the restaurant incident. 10. Not punishments. Safeguards. Boundaries born from experience. Pause for effect, music softens. We waited. Andy read the letter. Hesitant, cautious, but willing to try. Brittany resisted, of course. I sat back calm. My grandson would grow up in a world where his grandfather chose dignity over enablement. Where love wasn't a weapon but a choice. Spring light filtered through the kitchen windows as life moved forward. Families laughed outside, oblivious to the battles fought behind closed doors. Inside, I felt peace. Not because betrayal had ended, not because justice had been served, but because I had taken control. Martha would have been proud. If you've faced betrayal or manipulation, remember this: setting boundaries isn't cruel, it's survival. Protect your heart, protect your life, and sometimes, protect the next generation. If this story resonated with you, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And for the next story, click the box on your screen now.